Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, Chapter 33, Text 2. This chapter is entitled as Activities of Kapila. Text 2. Devahuti Rubacha Athapi Ajah Antah Shalile Shayanam Bhutendriyarthatma Mayam Papus Te Guna Prabhaham Sad Ashesha Bijam Daddho Swayam Jaj Jatharabja Jataha Devahuti Rubacha Athapajanta Shalile Shayanam Bhutendriyarthatmamayam Bapuste Guna Pravaham Sadashesha Bijam Daddho Sayang Jatharabja Jataha Athapajavanta Shalile Shayanam Bhutendriyarthatmamayam Bapuste Guna Prabhaham Sadashesha Bijam Daddho Sayang Jatharabja Jataha Athapajanta Shalile Shayanam Bhutendriyarthatmamayam Bapuste Guna Prabhaham Sadashesha Bijam Daddho Swayam Jatharabja Jatam
Atapajanta Salile Sayana Bhutendriyarthatmamayam Bapuste Guna Prabhaham Sadashesha Bijam Sayam Jatharabja Jataha
Shalile Shayanam Bhutendriyathatmamayam Bapuste Guna Pravaham Sadashesha Bijam Datta Shayamat Jatarabja Jataha
Mataji, Devahuti Rubacha. Devahuti said, Atha api, moreover, Ajaha, Lord Brahma, Antashalile, in the water, Shayanam, lying, Bhuta, the material elements, Indriya, the senses, Artha, the sense objects, Atma, the mind, Mayam, pervaded by, Bapu, body, Te, your, Guna Prabhaham, the source of the stream of the three modes of material nature. Sat, manifest, Ashesha, of all, Bijam, the seed, Daddhau, meditated upon, Swayam, himself, Yat, of whom, Jatara, from the abdomen, Abja, from the lotus flower, Jataha, born. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Devahuti said, Brahma is said to be unborn because he takes birth from the lotus flower which grows from your abdomen while you lie in the ocean at the bottom of the universe. But even Brahma simply meditated upon you, whose body is the source of unlimited universes. Please repeat after me. Devahuti said, Brahma is said to be unborn because he takes birth from the lotus flower which grows from your abdomen while you lie in the ocean at the bottom of the universe. But even Brahma simply meditated upon you, whose body is the source of unlimited universes. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Brahma is also named Aja, he who is unborn. Whenever we think of someone's birth, there must be a material father and mother, for thus one is born. But Brahma, being the first living creature within this universe, was born directly from the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. The Vishnu form lying down in the ocean at the bottom of the universe. Devahuti wanted to impress upon the Lord that when Brahma wants to see him, he has to meditate upon him. You are the seed of all creation, she said. Although Brahma was directly born from you, he still has to perform many years of meditation, and even then he cannot see you directly, face to face. Your body is lying within the vast water at the bottom of the universe, and thus you are known as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. The nature of the Lord's gigantic body is also explained in this verse. That body is transcendental, untouched by matter, untouched by matter. Since the material manifestation has come from his body therefore existed before the material creation. The conclusion is that the transcendental body of Vishnu is not made of material elements. The body of Vishnu is the source of all other living entities, as well as the material nature, which is also supposed to be the energy of that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Devahuti said, "You are the background of the material manifestation and all created energy. Therefore, you are delivering me from the clutches of Maya by explaining the system of Sankhya philosophy is not so astonishing. But your being born from my abdomen is certainly wonderful, because although you are the source of all creation, you have so kindly taken birth as my child. That is most wonderful. Your body is the source of all the universe, and still you put your body within the abdomen of a common woman like me. To me, that is most astonishing." Devahuti rubacha athapajanto shalile shayanam bhutendriyarthatmo mayang vapuste guna prabahang sadashesha bijang daddho sayang jaj jatharabja jataha. Devahuti said, Brahma is said to be unborn because he takes birth from the lotus flower which grows from your abdomen while you lie in the ocean at the bottom of the universe. But even Brahma simply meditated upon you, whose body is the source of unlimited universes. So, in these previous chapters, Kapil Dev instructed his mother about the transcendental knowledge. And Kapil Dev is the propounder of the Sankhya philosophy. Very systematically, he explained to his mother. And as a result of that, Devahuti was situated on the transcendental platform. Transcendental platform means she recognized her identity and she recognized the identity of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and she understood the relationship between the Supreme Personality of Godhead and herself. That is the ultimate knowledge. Jasmin vigyate sarvamevam vigyatam bhavati. When you get to know him, then you become aware of everything. Then everything becomes known. An example has been given. Just as when the sun comes up, then with the light of the sun, we can see the sun, we can see ourselves, and we can see everyone around us. So similarly, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, when he becomes manifest, or when we get to know him, when we get to see him, then not only we are able to see him, we are also able to see everything else and everybody else. So, therefore Krishna has been compared to the sun. And Maya, the material nature of the illusion, the illusory energy of the Lord, has been compared to darkness. Krishna is like the sun, and material nature is darkness. The illusory energy of the Lord is like darkness. So when the sun comes up, can there be darkness? No, darkness automatically disappears. So similarly, when Krishna consciousness becomes manifest, when we become Krishna conscious, when Krishna rises in our heart, then the illusory energy of the Lord automatically disappears. Just as darkness disappears when the sun comes up. So that is what happens when one receives the mercy of the Lord and as a result of that becomes situated in transcendental knowledge. That is what happened to Dhruva Maharaj. Just a 6-year-old boy, and when he perceived the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he became situated in perfect knowledge. The first thing that happened is he started to recite such beautiful prayers glorifying the Lord. He was a 6-year-old boy. He was not very learned and scholarly. But what actually happened when he received the mercy of the Lord, automatically these prayers started to flow from him. Then he was not a 6-year-old boy anymore. His body may have been 6 years old. But then he was a pure spirit soul, eternally liberated spirit soul, Nitya Mukta Jivatma. The same thing is happening here with Devahuti. Devahuti actually, in this way, she is started to offer her prayers to Kapil Dev. She saw Kapil Dev. She recognized Kapil Dev as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just as Brahma saw the cowherd boys. Brahma saw the cowherd boys as Narayan, because they are Narayan, Krishna's manifestation. Similarly, Kapil Dev is an incarnation of the Lord. So she was not seeing him as her son. She was seeing him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And her first offering, first prayer is that how wonderful it is that Brahma, who appeared directly from you, Brahma appeared directly from you. He is Aja, he is unborn. Brahma was not born out of father and mother. Brahma came directly from the navel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Generally, a baby, a child, is connected to the mother through the navel, umbilical cord. But Brahma is not connected to the mother. Brahma is connected directly to Krishna through the navel, through his navel. From his navel came a lotus, and Brahma found himself situated on that lotus. So we can see how exalted Brahma is. Like he came directly from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But she is expressing her surprise that although Brahma is directly born out of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Brahma had to meditate upon the Lord to understand him. Although he came directly from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he didn't have any awareness. He didn't know who he was. That is Brahma's situation. Although he came directly from the Lord, but still he didn't have any knowledge about it. He didn't know who he was. And he had to perform so many years of austerities. First he tried to find out. If he had to first find out who he was. He wanted to find out who he was. And as a result of that, he climbed down that stem of that lotus. Still he couldn't reach the bottom. That is how endless the Supreme Personality of Godhead is. Even his path is endless. And it has been described, although he came very close to the Supreme Lord, but he couldn't see him. Brahma, after coming down from the stem of the lotus, he came very close to the Lord. Still he couldn't see the Lord. Why not? Because with the material eyes we cannot see the transcendental form of the Lord. He is beyond our sense perception. With our senses we cannot see him. Even though we may be so close to him. And actually that's our situation also. Even he is so close to us. He is situated in everyone's heart. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati. He is situated in everyone's heart. Can we see him? With our material eyes we cannot see him. Although he may be standing in front of us, we won't be able to see him because we don't have the ability to see. So that is our inability. We are limited by our material senses. We are limited by our senses, so we can only see what our senses allow us to see. But when we develop our transcendental vision, then only we will be able to see him. So Brahma actually had to undergo so many difficulties. First he climbed down the stem of the lotus for many, many years, according to his calculation. And then when he became frustrated, he came back again. He climbed up again. And then sat on that lotus. Then by the mercy of the Lord, he received the Gayatri Mantra. By playing the flute, Krishna gave him the Gayatri Mantra. And meditating upon Gayatri, the spiritual sky became manifest in Brahma's heart. And as a result of that, Brahma saw Krishna. Brahma saw Krishna in Vrindavan. And that is Brahma Samhita. Brahma's description of Krishna, the way he saw him. Chintamani prakara sadmashu. Benung kanantam aravindalayata. Shyamam tribhanga lalitam niyata prakasham. Ramadi murtishu kala niyamena tishtam. He is just seeing the Lord in his totality. He is seeing his different incarnations are his expansions. He is seeing his relationship with him. And in this way, Brahma could see the Supreme Personality of Godhead after so many years of struggle, after so many years of austerities and penances. But Devahuti is expressing her surprise that Brahma who is the most exalted personality in the universe, the first created being, who is the source of all living entities, who is the cause of creation of this universe, he did the secondary creation. That Brahma cannot understand you, although he was born directly from your navel, directly from you. You are so inconceivable. Now, not only I am seeing you face to face, And not only that, I am seeing you face to face, you actually appeared from my abdomen. The whole creation came out of the Lord's abdomen. From your abdomen, the whole creation came out. Now you appeared in my abdomen as my child. And that's what she is saying, that is what I cannot understand. And that is the greatness of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is Anandamaya. He is full of joy. And how does he experience his joy? He experiences his joy by his loving exchange with his devotees. Can one experience joy by himself? Can one enjoy alone? Like when it comes to enjoyment, then there has to be others also. In that respect, an example is given that a very rich man living in a big palace all by himself, he may be peaceful, but he cannot be joyful. When he wants to enjoy, what does that rich man do? He throws a party and he invites all his friends and relatives. So similarly, Krishna also, when it comes to enjoy, he invites his devotees. And that is his pastimes. Leela Moy. Krishna is Leela Moy. He is performing his pastimes. Why does he perform his pastimes? He performs his pastimes to give joy to his devotees and also enjoy himself. As it has been described in Damodarashtakam, Iti driksha lilabhir ananda kunde shaghoshang nimajjantam akkappayantam. In this way, iti drik, in this way, Sha Lilabhir, through his pastimes, he submerges his devotees, Shaghoshang Nimajjantam. He submerges his devotees in an ocean of bliss. So that is what the Lord does. The devotee wants to serve the Lord, and the Lord reciprocates. Devahuti, Kardama Muni, exalted personalities, exalted devotees like this, due to their intense love for the Lord, they want to have a specific relationship with the Lord. Just like Kashyapa Muni and Aditi, Prishni and Shutapa. They wanted to have the Lord as their son. And they performed great austerities for that. And the Lord reciprocated, appeared as their son. So Devahuti also wanted to have the Lord as a son. I want and whatever devotee wants, Krishna becomes indebted to do that. Krishna's attitude towards the devotees is that I am always grateful to you. And I do not know how to repay my debts. Aparaye aham. In the 32nd chapter of the 10th canto, the last verse, Krishna is saying that. When the gopis were searching for Krishna and finally Krishna appeared. And when Krishna saw how they were suffering due to his separation, And seeing their intense love for him, Krishna actually said that, I cannot pay your debts. I cannot pay your debts. So Krishna in this way remains indebted to his devotees. I cannot reciprocate properly. The way you are offering your love to me, that is how Krishna feels. That the love that you are offering to me, I cannot reciprocate properly. I cannot pay you back. Sharango sharanagati hoibe jahar, tahar prarthana shune Srinanda Kumar. Sharango sharanagati hoibe jahar. When one becomes fully surrendered to Krishna, then Krishna listens to his prayers. Listens to his prayers means what? Listens to his prayers means Krishna fulfills his desire. He prays and Krishna says, okay. So devotee prays out of his love. Krishna, I want you to be my son. I want you to have you as my son. Krishna says, okay, I'll come as your son. Somebody says, Krishna, I want you to be my friend. Krishna says, okay, I'll be your friend. Somebody says, Krishna, I want to be your lover. Krishna says, okay, I'll be your lover. So in this way, Krishna reciprocates his devotees' love. That's why Krishna consciousness is so wonderful. Devotees love Krishna. Actually, before that, before devotees love Krishna, devotees recognizes how much Krishna loves him. That is the beginning point. Devotee recognizes how much Krishna loves him. Krishna loves him so much. Krishna loves us so much. Because our heart has become hard as stone due to our selfishness, due to our material defects, we are not able to recognize that, how much Krishna loves us. But as the heart becomes purified, that's what actually happens. One begins to recognize how much Krishna loves. Sometimes we consider that, like Krishna has given us so much. Krishna has given us everything. Why? Didn't Krishna give us everything that we need? Like we can consider all the food that we are getting, who is giving? All the water that we are drinking, who is giving that? Making such amazing arrangements. We can consider the food that Krishna gave us. What a wonderful arrangement Krishna made to supply all our food stuff. Just consider, in one hand, a seed falls on the ground. And water comes. Water soaks the soil, where the seed is on the ground. And what is the result of that? When the seed is on the ground and the ground is soaked with water, it becomes a seedling. A tree comes out, a plant comes out of it. Then it grows. And then in course of time, the fruits and nuts and grains come in the plant, in the tree. And inside the fruit, there are seeds. See, these fruits are our food. We eat that fruit. And then inside the fruit, there is a seed. In the seed, there is a tree. Isn't it? In the tree, there are so many fruits. And in those fruits, there are seeds. In those seeds, there are trees. In those trees, there are so many fruits. So endless arrangement has been made by Krishna. So we don't need to worry about our food. Krishna has taken care of it. But because we do not want to accept Krishna, because we don't want to recognize Krishna, we don't realize that, this arrangement that has been made by Krishna. On the other hand, we think, oh, if I don't put enough money in the bank, I won't have enough food. Actually, on the other hand, if you consider if there is no rain, and if there is no production of grains, and then there won't be any food for us. Just one arrangement if it didn't take place. If there is no rain, the whole earth will become dry. If just in one season, if there is no rain, everybody will starve in this world. And see how the rain comes? That's another wonderful arrangement of Krishna. There is water in the ocean, lots of water, but ocean is far away. How far is the ocean from Ujjain? About 1,500 kilometers at least from here to Bombay. 700 kilometers. Okay, 700 kilometers. So, want to carry water? But that water also you can't drink. That ocean water is salt water. You can't drink that water. Nor can you use that water for cultivation. You put salt water on a field, the field will become dry. All the trees will dry. But see what arrangement Krishna made? Krishna made the sun to make the water evaporate from the ocean. You know the process of distillation? What is the process of distillation? Heat causes evaporation, then condensation, then back to water, pure water. So there is an amazing arrangement of distillation. Sun is evaporating an incredible amount of water, and then this water is becoming cloud. Then the cloud is being transferred or transported to different parts of the world. And then in course of time there is a condensation. And then that water from the sky comes down as rain. And what is the rainwater? Rainwater is pure water, distilled water. Who made this arrangement? Why? Because He loves us. If He didn't love us, why would He make this arrangement? In this way we can go on and on and on. What is more important than even water? Air, oxygen. We are breathing in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. So if the process continued, then the whole atmosphere would be filled with carbon dioxide. But did it ever happen since time immemorial, since the time of creation? Why not? Because we are giving out carbon dioxide and trees and plants are taking carbon dioxide and giving out oxygen. Who made this arrangement? Or is it just by chance? Is it just accidental happening? Only a fool will think that it is an accidental happening. It's Krishna's divine arrangement. Why did He make all these arrangements? Because He loves us. So in this way, as we begin to recognize Krishna's situation, Krishna's arrangement, Krishna's activities, we begin to realize how much he loves us. Now, if you realize that somebody loves you so much, then what will you automatically do, provided your heart is not made of stones? What will you naturally do? You'll feel grateful. You'll feel like responding that love. That's a natural human reaction. Therefore, a devotee develops his love for Krishna. And when he develops his love for Krishna, Krishna being situated in his heart, he recognizes that. Krishna sees how much the devotee is loving him. And then Krishna reciprocates by giving him more love. Then the devotee gives him even more love. Then Krishna gives even more love. There's a love is like a sport. It's a competition. Who can win? Okay, you love me, I love you even more. Then the other party says, no, I love you even more. So that's what happens between the devotee and Krishna. And it goes on and on and on. It's an endless competition of love. Who can love whom more? And finally Krishna gives up. Just as I mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna gave up. Krishna said, I can't repay your love. I lost. Na parvayam. So that is how wonderful this Krishna consciousness is. We want joy. Everybody wants to enjoy. Now this is the real way to experience joy. This is the real way to enjoy. Develop your loving relationship with Krishna and you'll see your heart will be inundated with joy. Shaghosham nimajjantam, drowned. Krishna will drown you in an ocean of ecstasy. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Glory is to Srila Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande. Does anybody have any question?
I heard in a lecture that for surrender, first thing we have to consider that we are helpless. So how do we develop the gratitude?
That we are helpless. Well, through intelligence, isn't it? First thing is that, human beings have been endowed with intelligence. So that intelligence means the ability to see things as they are. Right? And at the same time comes the wisdom, the knowledge, information. The information is there, and with your intelligence you verify it. And you can see what is our ability. Just as one example I gave, generally we think that if we don't have money, we can't have food. Right? But the intelligent consideration will be that money is not actually producing the food. Money is taking the food from one hand to another hand. But the food is actually grown due to the fertility of the soil, due to the seed, due to rain, due to sun, due to moon. These are the cause of the food to grow. If there is rain but only no sun, then also there won't be any food. If there is sun but no moon, then also there won't be any food. Because the juice of the foodstuff is actually coming from moon rays. These are the Vedic information. So, this way we can recognize that the cause of food is Krishna's arrangement. And if there is no food, say for example, you have $25 billion with you, but you are in the middle of Sahara Desert. Will you be able to buy a plate of food there with all your money? So this is how we can see our limitations. It is, we are actually solely dependent on all these arrangements by Krishna for our survival. And the more we think, the more it becomes clear to us, right? Everything, like, I'll just give another example. That the earth, what is the shape of this earth? Round. Where are we situated? On the surface of the earth. And is the earth stationary or is moving? At what speed? Yeah, it's about 1,000 kilometers an hour. 700 something, 800 something. Now consider there's a round thing, there are some objects on it and it's moving. What will happen to the object on the surface? It will be thrown out. But did it ever happen to us? Why not? Who created that gravitational pull? So this now consider the earth is moving with such a speed, and if the earth stops for a moment, what will happen? Right, then the whole, everything on the surface of the earth will be thrown out. Right? Did it ever happen? Now can you imagine if it happens, what will happen? If the earth just stops for a second, fraction of a second. So this is how helpless we are. We notice that there is a tsunami. So many people get swept away. There is an earthquake. So many people die. Big personalities, with so much successful career, so much money in the bank, so much influence in the government. All of a sudden there is an earthquake. Where are they? In no time they are finished. And ultimately that's what is going to happen to all of us. We all have to disappear. Through earthquake, through tsunami, or typhoid, or cancer, or diabetes. So we all disappear one day. So that is our limitation. That's our, I won't say limitation, rather, that is our ability, how big we are. What's your second question?
Well, as you said that we should consider all these things, but the tendency of mind is that always thinks about the things which we are not get from Krishna, and it does not consider what he has provided.
And that's called Maya. Maya means illusion. Maya means not to see things the way they are. An example of Maya, literally Maya means illusion. What is an illusion? In the middle of the desert is this hot sand, but you are seeing it as water. That's illusion. Is it water? Will it quench your thirst? No. Will you ever be able to catch it? No. The more you run after the mirage, the more the mirage will run away from you. So that's the illusion.
How do we shift this tendency to recognizing Krishna's arrangement, developing towards Krishna?
Yes. Sadhu Sangha Satang Prashangan. associate with the sadhus, hear from the sadhus, read the scriptures. Sadhus means they'll take you to scriptures. And when you read the scriptures, then the knowledge becomes revealed. So there was a time when you didn't have the knowledge. Today you have the knowledge. How did you have the knowledge?
By reading
What?
scriptures.
Time magazine? Prabhupada's books. How did you get Prabhupada's books?
By having association devotees. Govindram
So there you are. Association of devotees. Thank you. Yes.
In Gita, many times seems that Krishna cheated in everyone's sight. So, how can we know about the sinful man's heart? What does God in sinful man's hearts?
No, I couldn't get your question. What is your question?
एक देशातून तिष्ठती
Huh.
तर কি করে আমরা বুঝবো যে পাপী লোকের ভিতরেও কৃষ্ণ বসে আছে
Don't worry about papi log. Worry about yourself. अपना दिल में देखो. दूसरे का दिल में भगवान जो है उनको अनुभव करने का कोशिश करो. भगवान है और उसके अनुसार उनके साथ आचरण करो कि उनके दिल में भगवान बैठे हैं. उनके साथ भी सही रूप से आचरण करना चाहिए. और अपना दिल में जो भगवान बैठे हैं उनको अनुभव करके उनको सेवा करने की कोशिश करो. यस राधा रानी. हाँ. Okay. Is that a question or answer? Okay, sure. Thank you, Mitra Vrinda. Happy birthday to you. So this evening we'll have a cake to celebrate your birthday. We wish you a many happy return of this day. Yes, Priyavrata.
Yes, thank you very much for the nice class. My question is that, as we heard this morning, that Brahma is created from the navel of the Supreme Lord. Now, is this Brahma is with the four heads? If not, then are all the Brahmas in the creation are the created in same way?
Yeah.
All
Brahma.
all Brahmas are created.
Yeah, every universe
Yeah.
there is a Garbhodakshay Vishnu. The universe generated due to the breathing of Mahavishnu, Karanadokshay Vishnu. He was breathing, and in the causal ocean, the bubbles are created. So each bubble is a universe. But at first the bubbles are empty, inside it's empty. So Vishnu now entered into each universe, and he fills up the universe, half of the universe, with the water generating from his body. Therefore he is known as Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Garbha Udak. And then he lies in that ocean, Garbha Udak ocean. And from his navel comes out a lotus. And on that lotus is Brahma. So every universe has a Garbhodakshay Vishnu, and every universe has a Brahma.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, if you just give me a chance, I would like to ask you something. Like, for example, you said that if we love Lord Krishna, He's going to respond to us. Like, I even pray to Lord Krishna, like, I like you and thank you for your services, like you have provided on this earth and you have made for the people. So please can you give me a message back, that you have heard my prayers and all. Like, I'm in doubt, like, how should I be getting this message?
Keep on trying to hear it. Right? He is giving the message. When you are sitting in front of your food, what do you get? When you're eating your food, don't you realize that Krishna gave you the food? Who gave you the food? When you're drinking a glass of water, who gave you the water? Bisleri? When you're breathing, who is giving you the oxygen? So this is how you have to hear whether your prayer has been heard by him. He is saying, then you'll find he is saying, yes, I heard your prayer. Take this. Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri.